Hi and welcome to this new timeless reading. Let's take a look at what frequency is currently activating around us, and it's also ready for integration. So let's get in three cards, one, more details, secondly, what can be released, and third, advice. So let's check out the frequency. And we have the Five of Swords, and I'm getting, usually this card in my readings represents psychic attacks that come from all angles and directions, and it's also deep mental confusion as to which way to go, which action to take. But as this frequency is coming in to be talked about, what I'm also getting is that it's time to rise above it. But you also have to know what you're dealing with in order to have the proper protocol to do what's needed in order to deal with that successfully. So it's a layer I'm getting of interferences that's been kind of like dominant in a lot of people's lives. And when I say interferences, it's a lot of mental block, unidentifiable pressure. When you start working on a project, you feel like paralyzed to keep going. And all those energies, in my opinion, are very much the same as sleep paralysis. It's something, etherically speaking, that is blocking you, because it's not about your willpower, your physical condition, your capacities. It's very much interference that is hindering your progress. And we're actually getting to talk about this because we're rising above an important layer of it. Important enough that it's coming out in a reading, and it's quite a bold card. And I can personally confirm that I haven't been able to do readings for almost like 2 weeks because I've been dealing with stuff that's extremely uncomfortable energetically for the most part. And yesterday was a bit rough, but today I'm able to do readings again. So yeah, it's getting handled. It's getting handled by the incoming frequencies that are pulverizing it, a certain layer of interferences, so we actually can have access to the upgraded energy that we actually are asking for. And a lot of us want to move forward in a more solid and supported way in our lives, and for that, interference has to give way at some point, because like, damn. And now what can be released, and it's the Queen of Pentacles. And in the Queen of Pentacles, seeing being nurtured and rescued, like, and also it's kind of like nurturing in the sense of self-care, staying within your known limits, your comfort zone, and limiting yourself to what you've been able to do, produce, and present as your value previously. So it's kind of like your comfort zone will have to upgrade and expand. So it's in a sense, we're releasing that previous space we were comfortable in, so we can, because the previous space we were comfortable in had this energy as a ceiling also. So we were kind of like forced into a comfort zone that was, getting the job done for however long we were in that zone, but it's also time to upgrade. So now let's take a look at the advice on this whole operation that's currently successfully underway. And we have the Two of Swords, and I'm getting this like a reading or two ago was the main energy that was coming up, and it's a timeline split. So keep in mind, we're still going through a timeline split at the beginning of November 2025, and this is a timeless reading in the sense that when you come across this information, will be also currently applying to your own circumstances. So as we go through this timeline, split, it's only normal that some things will change and this energy is getting handled and will no longer cap us way below our actual potential, but we also have to give up the comfort zone we built in order to take care of ourselves, shelter ourselves, and function under those circumstances. And what I'm seeing is the image of an encampment, as if you're like nomadic and traveling, and then you set up camp, and then for some reason you didn't know it was going to be, thinking maybe it's for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, but then a couple months, years later, you're still there, and now it's time to pull up the tents and get moving, because the environment is shifting in more beneficial aspect. So that will be very interesting to move into, and I can't wait to have more updates on what's currently going on energetically. So I hope this